Hello, and welcome to Talking Through Our Hats. I'm Steve, alongside Derek, where we talk about,
Hats.
yeah, how's it going, Derek?
I'm snowed in. Billy, how about you? Or Steve, I apologize.
Yeah, dude.
Snowed in, Steve.
Yeah. Okay, I do want to apologize first off. So, Steve is the new name that I'm going by. I'm up to 34 now.
Yep.
Um, I couldn't get my iPad to work, so the Zoom thing, so I don't have my normal like space background. So you
Yeah.
just got the natural layer.
Yep.
So I poop over there.
Yeah.
I sit over there. So
And I mean, if you want to break it down a little bit more, you can. If you've been
I mean,
listening to
I'm
the
always
past
snowed
couples
in.
episodes,
So I mean, I know you said you're snowed in, but
yeah.
I'm always snowed
If
in.
you listen to the past couple episodes, Billy has we don't want to say killed, but been
Well, I've
involved
I've beaten up. I've beaten up to the point of
third
murdering, and you don't stop beating someone up until they're dead. So I've beaten up 34 people.
well, it was 33. The last person
Yes.
he beat up on the 33rd was named Billy. He took over that name. He's
Mm-hmm.
now beaten up and killed.
Dude, that little Billy kid, dude. I mean, he was like maybe 3 foot tall. He had a fucking mouth on him though, man. Fucking uppercut, and like I felt bad because he hit his head. So like he just like I didn't even get to like beat him up, but I did technically
It
do
was
the
a
death
swift.
blow. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a swift.
it was just a, and like he hit his head on the concrete. So yeah, that and then I was
So
Billy and
that was Billy. Now he killed Steve.
yeah, Steve was skimping on the ramen noodles. We had a trade going, and I just had to shank the motherfucker. So
A ramen noodle
Steve,
trade.
yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, those things last forever.
Ramen noodles.
Yeah, they're like great for preps and stuff. Like I have a couple stashed underneath. I got like some cans of beans and stuff like that. But I mean, like when I get out,
Yeah.
I got stuff out, so like
Okay.
ramen noodles are like fucking, legit money here. But like when I get out, I'm set, man. Like
You're
I'm
set.
ready. I'm ready, dude. Anything can happen, and I'm ready.
Wow.
You might call me someone that likes to get ready. I guess like a
Get
readier.
ready.
Like
Yeah,
do they call the like do they like have a
I
name for
think
like
they do
readiers?
have a name. I think it's preparators. It's a preparator.
Preparators. Well, no,
Yeah.
because I don't want to be construed with preppers because they seem crazy.
Oh no, preppers are
No,
weird,
so
dude.
I'm a preparator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
preparator.
dude, the crazy thing you're talking about this, and I know you said once you get out, you'll be ready. While
Yeah.
you've been in, um, I've actually been doing a little preparedness myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that we bring that up because I got some stuff stowed away,
I mean, because we
just
have a
some
snow
little
day, so like
things.
everything's closed. So
Yeah.
what? You got like some
No, it
like
definitely
boxes
does
of
make you think.
macaroni and like a baseball bat or something. Like that
Uh,
seems like more your speed because I mean, you're kind of cheap,
I mean,
which means you might be spending money on something else, but also you're kind of like lazy. So I don't know. I mean,
you know,
either that or like.
I think you'd be surprised. I think you'd be
Okay.
surprised
Well, then,
at
you know what?
closing.
Lay it on me. Lay it on me, okay?
Well, I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but I mean, I do have a. I don't know if you saw it. It was going around the media a couple of years ago. They have abandoned miso silos that were in the ground.
A miso
Yeah,
silo.
a miso. I'm trying to distort the word so not many people can figure out.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. But the thing is, Derek. Okay,
mhm.
we need to kind of like open up to our audience. Okay, so you
Okay.
don't necessarily need to tell them where this is because there's thousands of missile silos. Okay, no one knows where you live, so I'm pretty sure you can just tell them every detail of this and you'll be complete anonymity and at least until we're famous and then we can just pull this episode. I think you
Okay.
should because
Okay.
they
Yeah.
it just
And
be
it definitely
complete
might give them
because
a couple good
because you
ideas
know what,
too.
I have no idea because I literally think you have a couple cans like boxes of macaroni, some
Yeah.
like you might have like a hunting rifle just because like you're from Colorado, but like I don't see you with
You're
anything
giving
else.
out
So
too much information there, Billy. Okay, I don't want
well,
them
you're
to be able to
from
track. Yeah, but I
okay.
don't want them to be able to
Okay,
track.
okay.
So we're
Well,
gonna edit that part out.
edit that out. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You're from Earth.
yeah,
So yes, go
exactly.
ahead.
I was born on a different planet, but I came to Earth. No, but honestly, I do have a abandoned mister silo that was. it's an interesting
How did
story.
you how did you buy that? Because I
Well,
mean they're not
it's an
cheap. I
interesting
mean they're not.
story. So
Yeah.
so my family just happens to own a decent amount of land, and the land that we purchased was uh, involved in some government stuff that's no longer there, and it had
Psyops.
about
Is
four
it
or five.
psyops? It's always psyops.
No, it had about 4 or 5 of those silos. So me and my family, it's nothing big. It's like, I think, if I'm remembering right, it's like
So they just
1,700 acres or
so they
something
just
like
let you
that.
have it. They just let you have it after they're done with it.
Well, well,
They're just like,
no,
oh, we
so
don't need a missile anymore, so you
no,
can just have this
there was
back.
no missile there or anything like that. It was basically just this big hole in the ground that we've built out. Um, so there's
So there was no silo. They didn't build a missile silo. Like
no,
it's
they did, but there wasn't a lot of stuff.
a missile. There
Yeah, there
wasn't a
wasn't a
misso in there.
missile or no
A
missiles.
misso.
Yeah, no
No
missiles
missos.
or
Okay.
anything like that. No, it was definitely it's I, I'm
Okay, so you have a location, okay? I
I'm
mean,
trying not to reveal
however you
too
got it.
much. Yeah, I'm
Well,
trying
no,
not
but
to reveal.
dude, it's our audience, okay? I'm gonna lay everything out there because, like I said, they don't know where I'm from. They don't know where my location is. I'm laying everything out there. So you have
I
a
mean, but
missile
if they look
silo.
up in a
I'm pretty jealous of that because I just have I did stock up a little bit of money and I do have a cabin. Okay, it's about 13 miles away.
well,
Um, from
Steve,
my current location.
I wouldn't give too
Yeah.
much away because if they you can use government websites to see why someone was indicted in prison. So I wouldn't give them too much information because they
No,
can kind of
no,
figure
no,
out where you're at,
no. Um, because of
you know?
what I've done, I'm not in the normal type of prison.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So like when I get out, I get like a get out of jail free card because one of my old
Oh,
managers slipped me a piece of paper,
yeah.
and what it said on it was sometimes it bees that way, and I
Yeah.
use that every time. Okay, and they go, well, you know what? The minimum term is 30 days in prison for beating someone up.
To death.
Because no,
Um
but okay, I digress. So I'll be out
yeah.
again, and
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's close enough by vehicle or even by foot, okay, to get to. But when I get up there, I got my guns and stuff here. Well, not in prison, but in my normal living location. Um, I got a 1993 Humvee. I actually bought at one of those auctions online for like a couple grand. And it runs
I got a
on.
couple of those. I got like 4 or 6.
I, I, how do you afford that? I mean, because we have. I mean,
We got a couple of them, you know, outfitted with armor all around it, impenetrable tires. It runs on solar power, so we just need the sun. Um,
okay,
you know,
it wouldn't work on solar because
oh,
it's too
we
heavy.
have
But
no,
okay,
no, no,
well,
no. We have some that do. So don't.
mine runs on Bojangles cooking grease. Okay,
Well, that is a very
and it
valuable
smells
commodity.
delicious when I'm
I can
driving through
imagine.
hell. Okay, because what I imagine myself in the prepper after the prepper lifestyle. Okay,
Yeah.
everything goes downhill. Okay, I will be a highway pirate,
Highway
if you will.
pirate.
Yes. So I will there's convoys of like government trucks or like people and stuff like that. I will steal them and then sell them to other people like a
Okay.
black market.
Okay.
But the black market sounds kind of bad,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna call it a
An
Bill,
aftermarket.
Billy Billy Bob's Trading Post
Okay.
because everyone likes Billy Bob. You see those like roadside things. That little
I
kid was
did
named
like
Billy, so
I
like
did like Billy.
yeah.
Steve is a little bit more aggressive, but what can you do? Um
Well, Steve's got the 1993 Humvee that runs on cooking grease.
all
Okay, so
I mean, just
okay, so
speaking
you
of
have okay, you have
vehicles,
even if you don't have many Humvees, you might have one or two. Like I
I
don't know
mean,
what you spend your money on, but I
so
mean, like
all I'm trying to say is you brought it up that you want to be as open to our audience as possible, and I'm just being open. We have about 16 vehicles on the property that are all fitted with what needs to be fitted with. I'm not going to get into too much detail,
who's on your
but
property then?
I,
Who's on your property? Yeah,
I
I mean,
cannot disclose that information because
okay,
that is
so
valuable
so
information.
how far
Michelle
away are you
Obama.
from this silo?
Um,
Because I do know where you live. You're probably pretty far from the nearest silo.
it's about a 32-second walk. So
You live
you
on a
know,
silo. You live in the silo.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
you have
in
a
the
fake.
silo
Oh,
right
you have
now.
a fake apartment because you told me we're like.
You had to
Remember the
drop me
first
off one day.
episode?
You had to
Yeah,
drop me
yeah,
off
yeah,
one
yeah.
day,
So,
and
oh wait,
that
so you own the property on top and the silos underneath? Is that what you're saying?
nope, nope.
Well, it's a
When
32
you
second walk, so I
exactly
know
when
exactly
you
where your
no
silo
no
is
no
now with 16 vehicles.
nope. You dropped me off at an apartment. That apartment, I go up into that apartment, and as a secret passage, okay, that secret passage, I have to take another
Right?
vehicle. Have you seen those tunnels in LA that they're building where they drop a Tesla in the tunnel and it travels like 400 miles per hour to the other side of the
The
city?
the the boring company.
Yeah, yeah. I have one of
I'm
those.
educated. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one of
Okay.
those. So
How did
yeah,
you afford all that? Hold on. You
we've
work.
made some investments. We've
You
made some investments. Have
there's
you
no
heard of
dude.
GameStop? Have you heard of GameStop, brother? Yeah, that's
Listen,
me. I'll send you. Um,
I'm kind of flexing on my like canned beans and corn and
oh
like
yeah,
rice and stuff. Like you have
yeah.
a Tesla loop
I have a
from your
bean
shitty
farm.
apartment
I have a
to
bean
like
farm in my silo. I have a bean farm.
beet
I
a beet farm because you're
bean
a Dwight bean
bean
beet.
Beans beans.
Make you fart.
Beans means magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So let's eat beans for every meal.
So
Um,
let me ask you this though: what are your plans then during the apocalypse? So because you have all
well,
these preps,
it
okay?
really
I mean,
depends
and
on
that's
what
the thing.
type
Like
of
I mean,
apocalypse. It depends
no,
on what type.
any apocalypse.
No, 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 because there's different types of apocalypse.
Okay,
There's
so let's not
nuclear
say
apocalypse. There's
okay.
zombie
So
apocalypse. There's alien invasions.
something that's survivable. So I'm not going to say nuclear because that's just everyone
Yeah,
melts and like I mean because what can you
not
really
fun.
prepare for that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you
mean, if you
can't.
survive a nuclear attack, like the rest of the world is destroyed, there's really nothing you can do. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. So what's the point of living? I'm just going to smoke the rest of my weed and just starve, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay, now alien apocalypse. Now, is it Independence Day type aliens or is it science type aliens? Because
Um,
those would be different. Because Independence Day
yes.
aliens, I would say, are the same type of like world
I
ending, like nuclear war. Might as well just smoke it
I
if you
would
got it. I'd
say
be on the top of the building, you
I
know?
would say it's Arrival type aliens. Have you seen the movie Arrival? So Arrival's a great movie.
Explain it because I think I
So
saw it, but can
so
you please explain it?
seven pods land in seven different places in the earth. Um, they aliens don't really do anything. They're actually trying to educate the humans, but then all the humans start to freak out and attack everyone else.
Yes,
So
that's with
so
Jodie Foster.
yeah, no, Jodie Foster
Are you?
and
Is it really?
no, it has Amy Winehouse in it.
Amy Wine? No, Amy. No, the redhead.
Amy
The redhead.
Adams. Amy
Yes.
Adams.
Okay, I did see that. Okay, yes, I saw that because she took the suit off and stuff, and like she
Yeah,
was
she's
inside.
in
Yeah.
there and
Okay.
she's trying to communicate. But like aliens landed, the aliens aren't doing anything, but everyone else in the world is freaking out and attacking everyone else.
Okay, cool. Cool.
So
So I'm
so
prepared for zombies. So that's the same kind of thing. Civil unrest. As long as my
but
neighbors
zombie
aren't trying to, as long as my neighbors aren't trying to eat my brain,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can survive anything else.
Okay.
So if you prepare for zombies, because not nuclear zombies, not anything else, and I use zombies as a euphemism, but I got into prepping honestly after I watched the remake of Dawn of the Dead. Okay, I was like, holy shit, that can break through a goddamn door quick. Those things are quick. I need more guns and ammo. And I started getting to the prepper lifestyle. And then there was a forum that I followed called God, it was zombie something, okay? And then zombie almost became a euphemism. If you can survive like a zombie apocalypse, you can survive anything. You know,
Yeah.
like today's a snow day. So like I can't leave my house, but there's not hordes of zombies trying to break down my door. I'm going to live. I'm going to actually thrive. So, you know, there's a nuclear bomb, it is what it is. But I use zombies as almost a euphemism, and that's why our first episode I was so passionate about why you were so wrong about World War Z.
I'm still correct about World War Z, but whatever.
Okay, but that's why I started preparing is just
Oh no,
getting into the
and
mindset of having that anxiety of not being able to
and I've
you
always
know control stuff. So
I've
yeah.
always been in the prepper mindset because certain family members of mine are, some would consider them the Illuminati, some would say secret society. I don't dive too much into the semantics of it, but
Right.
we're definitely a very well prepped family um in
With your
regards
missile
to,
silos and
yeah, missile
everything else.
silos.
Yeah.
We have tons of
Yeah. You
weapons,
know what?
ammunition, we have bean farms, we have a lot of stuff.
Okay. So if something happens, though, what are you gonna do? I have an escape plan.
Um well, if something
I have an escape
happens,
plan. It's
I lock down the missile silos. I, you know, just camp out in missile silo and we're Gucci. Nothing's happening to us, brother.
nope,
Yep.
nope. So let's say that
1,700 acre farm.
nope, nope.
No
Let's
one's
say you
getting
have
in
to leave.
with
Let's say there's
600
let's say Gerard
car
Butler
granite
is in one
wall.
of those movies that he always stars in with the end of the world. There's just tornadoes constantly around. And what it's doing is it's chewing up the earth around you. Okay, and the
Okay.
silo is becoming
Silo's
exposed.
not going to get
Like
touched or anything.
it's
Everything's going
exposed because those tornadoes are just sucking up all the dirt.
okay,
Okay,
but that's fine. Tornado sucks up all the door. I'm still in my silo. Even if
and then
20,000 people came to try to kill me, they couldn't get through my silo. So I'm Gucci.
now you're thinking too
Um,
short term.
no,
Homemade rocket, homemade rocket.
launch yourself into space. I like it.
No, not space, but low orbit. Okay, but you bring all the preps that you want with you. Okay, so that's why I have a small cabin for like my living area and stuff. But
Do
all
you
my
have a
preps,
rocket there?
yeah,
Wow. You're a little bit more prepared than I thought, Billy. Like, congratulations.
yeah. So I go into low orbit, find out where shit's not going fucked, and then land there with all my preps. I'm already ahead of the game. Okay. Yeah, I don't have my little cabin in the woods with the little lake and stream and to catch fish, even though I hate fish. I hate eating fish. But, you
Yeah,
know,
fish. I mean,
I'm good.
I enjoy fishing, you know, because that was one of the
I've
things. We have a
fished.
very
I'm not a
nice stream.
fisherman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
have
not
a
a
very nice
fisherman.
stream on our property where we can get
Mm-hmm.
fish. It's a reliable source of food.
Sousa
Um,
food.
source of
Sousa food.
food. Source of food.
It's a source of food, man.
Exactly. Um,
Who's
but
been
yeah,
smoking the medical?
there's been some pretty good fish that we've caught on that property. Um, do you have any
Oh,
fishing near your cabin at all? Any sustainability?
absolutely. I do have sustainability.
Do
But
you?
but like I said, I bought like some fishing gear and stuff. The
Yeah.
only time I've really ever been fishing was like with friends, stuff like that. But
Yep.
I actually I mentioned it before. I did happen to didn't go out looking for, okay, just by circumstance I caught a baby great white shark.
Yeah, you did mention this. I think it was episode 2, and it piqued the interest of a lot of people.
And you said it was like 300 feet. No, it was a baby. Okay, it was not like full grown or even like a juvenile. Like it was fucking small, but yeah.
Did it put up a fight at all? Like, or
Oh my
was
god,
it
absolutely.
weak?
No, absolutely no. So okay, so the story was it was one of the stories with my dad, which I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I don't really like the guy that much, and it was on actually mostly terrible trip. But the only thing that was good was this fishing trip. Okay, so we woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Okay,
Yeah.
like it was fucking dark. Okay, we're on vacation, quote unquote. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. We're going deep sea fishing. I'm like, I don't want to dude. Gives me fucking Dramamine pills so I don't puke all over my guests. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I'm just asleep on this fucking boat. Asleep. Okay,
Okay.
fucking. You know, someone wakes me up. Oh, okay, hey.
I actually
Okay,
I have a really good story referencing this, so I'll let you
okay,
finish. But I have a funny story.
but
after.
yeah. So we go out there, and well, I'm asleep. Well, the motherfucker doesn't grab me a rod before we go, so I have
That's
nothing to
nice.
use. I have nothing to
You're
use.
fishing
Okay.
with your hands.
No. So okay. So dude, I'm like what 9 or 10 at this time. Like I'm a cute kid. Okay, I'm a little chubby. All right, I shop in the husky section of J.C. Penney, so people probably feel bad for me. Okay.
Yeah.
So the resident like angler, I guess, like he's like a regular on this boat.
Angler. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's like a regular, okay? Like everyone knows his name, stuff like that. Like he has a spare rod. And he's like, here, kid, use this. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, and my dad's fucking talking to someone else, even though he's married at the time, because, you know, he's a fucking asshole. So I'm just hanging out with this dude, okay? And you know, people are like, catching a couple fish, like, little colorful fish. People getting their hook stuck on the fucking bottom of the boat and all that. We're on the back, okay, because that's where he was and that's where the rod is. So we're sitting there, and time goes by. Like, I don't catch shit. Okay, people are catching like little fish, all this other stuff. Okay, I don't know. I'm 9 or 10. A little bit of time goes by. Freaking line starts running out.
Yeah.
He looks at me. He's like, "What do you got, kid?" I'm like, "I don't like," and I almost lose the pole. Okay, so he grabs it. We're both holding it, and he locks the thing in so it like stops reeling out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Increases the
like the
drag.
third.
He
This is the
increases the
third time
drag.
I've
Yeah.
held a fishing pole. Okay, third time. Okay, so like, legit, I'm fucking tired. I want to puke. Fucking lines going. I don't know. I don't know if we have like, because people were talking about like catching like those like sailfish and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I got like a cool sailfish. Get a picture with it. Let it go. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
nice guy. Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
so you know we're reeling it in, and I don't know how long it takes. Okay, legit. Like, how like when you're having fun, like so it could have been like a half hour, an hour. I don't know. Okay. But he's helping me. He's like, he's mostly doing it. Okay. He actually like buckles himself in to like his harness things. So like he doesn't lose the rod. Okay.
Yeah.
I weigh like I'm fat kid, but I'm like 100 pounds and he's
Yeah.
bigger.
For
So,
you're a little kid.
but he's letting me,
Reel
help
it.
with the reel, and we're like, we both pull it and we're laughing and stuff like that. Eventually my dad shows up and, it's my kid, trying to fucking talk to the girls, shit like that. So we get it closer, and he's like, holy shit. I'm like, what, dude? What? What? I'm like, is it a sailfish? Because I was expecting, I really wanted a picture with like that big colorful fin and like a swordfish. I'm sorry, I keep calling it a
No,
sailfish,
there's
swordfish.
there's sailfish and swordfish. My head
Hmm.
just disappeared.
It
Help me.
did. I'll continue with the
Help me.
story. Okay. Put your hand in
There it
front of the
is.
face. Okay. So we get it closer, and it's a great white. It's a baby great white. And now
Really?
like everyone on the boat is like and everyone couldn't get to it, so like there's a double deck and people were going up. So he's really reeling it in, but I'm helping him.
Yeah, you're helping.
And
Yeah.
we get it closer. He gets a hook in, pulls it up. He pulls it up. There's actually like something black in its mouth, and he pulls it out and he goes, "That's seal meat." And
What?
we look then, okay, like in the distance. He's like, "Look at that, I saw splashing. I didn't see what it was." And he took binoculars out, showed me, and there were three other baby seals swimming away.
So you, where were you
Well,
at
I
exactly?
didn't. North Carolina, off the court, because we were in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, so in
And
North
we stayed at
Carolina.
like, like at a Red's Inn or something. I had to go downstairs while my dad had sex with my stepmom. It was weird, but yeah, that was the same trip. But
So North Carolina,
I caught a baby great white. I didn't
you're
necessarily, but
casting out as a 9-year-old. You hear zzz, you reel it in, realize I have a baby great white shark. And
yep, all by myself.
you not only realize you caught a baby great white shark, you also realize that it has been killing baby seals. And you're
Yeah,
now rescuing these baby seals because you killed this great white shark. Did you
yeah.
kill it or did you let it go?
Um, the angler. See, me, I'm a nature person. But
Yeah.
after I saw it killing the seal, and at that time I was very scared about swimming pool sharks.
Swimming pool sharks?
You ever be in a swimming pool by yourself and think there's a shark underneath?
No, I never understood.
Then you never watched Jaws when you were a young child, okay?
I did watch Jaws when I was a kid, but I
Okay,
never
fine.
understood swimming pools. Like, I obviously know there's not a shark in here.
He killed it.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't
That's a
decide it.
sad moment.
I No, not really, because we just saved a bunch of baby seals. I mean, there's enough predators out there.
I get it.
If it was,
I
hey, if
get
it
it.
was a mako shark,
I would have let
the,
that thing go. That thing's sweet.
yeah, I know, but there's no koalas being caught, and by accident. So yeah, complete accident. That's why I wasn't catching little fish. I think because he had his fucking rod out there. I think he used me, but it is what it is. Fun story. I
So
caught it.
I have a pretty similar story about deep sea fishing. So I
Okay.
was about 14. Um, we went out deep sea fishing. It I don't necessarily consider it deep sea fishing, but it was on a boat called the Flounder Pounder. Okay.
Hold on. Could you see land?
No.
Then you were deep sea fishing.
Okay.
But because like it takes, like when we went on that boat, it took hours, like
Yeah, it
about
took
like
a
an hour or
while
two
to,
to get,
yeah,
yeah.
it took a while to
And
get
I
out
remember
there.
going back, like I felt, I don't mean to like cut you off, but I felt so fucking good. I was listening to my cassette player back in the day. That's what we had, and
What's a cassette?
Because Collective Soul tape was on there, and I was listening to like Shine and like, whoa, whoa, like it was a good day for as bad as that vacation was. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Um,
That was legit.
so we get out there. I get motion sick very easily. So
Okay.
I'm
Did you get the
motion
pills?
sick. I
As
did
bad
not
of a
get
dad as I
I
had,
I
I
did
got the
not get the
pills.
Dramamine pills. No.
Oh,
So
who
I
hated
don't
you?
so I don't even get to fish. Okay. I'm throwing up on the side of the boat. I'm throwing like my guts up. It's horrible. I go down below and there's this little table and you can just sit there. There's this trash can. I start throwing up in this trash can and
Great. This is so great
my
so far.
head's just on the table. It's horrible. I'm not enjoying it at all. Apparently, one of the guys catches an eel, and eels you can catch them a decent amount, and they actually take them back and they sell them um, to people who are going to buy them because apparently they eat them or do something with it. I'm not sure. I was puking a bunch into this trash can. They caught an eel. They said, "Oh, let's bring it back to shore." They don't have a place to put it. They come in and put it in the trash can. The guy doesn't realize I've been puking in it because my head's down. I'm just sitting there. He just throws it
So
in
the
the
catch of
trash
the
can,
day goes in the trash can
in the
with the
trash can
puke.
with all my puke on it. We get
Mmm.
back to
Eel
shore.
kebabs.
We get back to shore. The guy goes down, not the guy who put it in there initially, the guy who's going to give it. He goes down. I'm still sitting there. He goes and grabs it and he's like, "Ooh, it's a slimy one." And it has my puke all over this eel, all over it. And I didn't
My
tell him,
story was
dude,
better.
I
Oh my
didn't
god,
tell
that's
him
so
that,
bad.
dude. I did not tell him that it was my puke. I didn't tell
Oh
him
my
anything.
god.
I was like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm sick.
Oh
I just
God.
got off the
Okay.
boat.
You know what? Mine was a happy experience.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
every time I hear Collective Soul, which is like a shitty, like almost Christian band back in like fucking '90s, dude. It
Dude,
was fucking great. But dude,
that-
that whole like year, I think was good because like everyone was trying to vie for my love. Okay. So like I had like a fucking killer birthday party that year. Like it was just the year of Billy. I think it was like the year after, but
dude, I've had
like
some pretty good birthday parties in my day. I've had some
okay.
pretty good
Well,
birthday
okay.
parties.
So it's different genres. Okay. So go ahead. What happened on yours? Like what was your like best birthday?
Oh, my best birthday. Let me think here.
Or do you want me to talk about my best birthday first? Like I mean because dude,
I think I have so my best birthday was probably I was 13 or 14.
mhm.
Okay. Um and we rented out this my parents rented out this it was a place called Skate City.
Okay.
So it's a big roller rink. It has a bunch of arcades and stuff like that.
Dude, I'm old enough to have some like birthday parties at skate rinks. Dude, they're
Yeah.
fun, man.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
they're a
you try to
blast.
like skate. You try to skate with a girl you like. You get a birthday.
Uh
You get
I
dude. You get
didn't
the
do
birthday
that.
skate. You get the birthday skate. So like they put the music on and they're like,
Oh
"It's the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
birthday
Yeah, yeah,
boy,"
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they go, "Oh, dude." Oh,
Yeah,
that
so
is
it was
fucking
pretty fun.
awesome. So
I'm
it was probably really fucking cool. I mean,
oh
that's not
dude,
my birthday, but dude, oh my
I
god.
invited a bunch of people, a bunch of my
Okay,
friends.
awesome.
Um, I invited this one kid. His name is Angus Banks. He's he was kind of this his dad was a real redneck kid and they kind of
Okay.
raised them as rednecks. They literally named himself Angus. And
He
his
named himself Angus.
no,
Like they waited till
his dad.
he
Yeah,
grew
yeah.
up, and they're like,
No,
"What name would you
his
like,
his
son?"
brother
Angus.
his brother's name was Holden. Holden. Yeah, it was they were really nice. I liked them both. They were just kind of rednecks and just kind of, you know, and they decided for my like 13th birthday to get me a hatchet with
Well, that makes sense. Because you were born in like an area that was like woodsy, right? Like, or were you not in the woodsy type of that
Nope,
state?
I was
In like
in
the city.
suburbs, yeah.
Oh, so you're
Like
not even like the so you this is your first hatchet then, right? Like you've
My
never
first hatchet that I've owned, yeah, for sure.
is it your first bladed item even maybe? Like
No, because
all
I was
no,
a
you
Boy
had like a
Scout, so I
pocket
had
knife.
pocket
Okay,
knives and stuff like that.
but your
But
first hatchet,
yeah, a
so I mean it's
full
different. Like a full
full
size, like
blown
yeah,
like real
throwing a
hatchet,
hatchet. Yeah,
and
dude, they're nice and heavy.
they
Well,
inscribed my name on it. They inscribed to Derek from
nice.
Angus. He
Did
put
they get you
from
a sheath for
Angus.
it then? Because like
They
that's
did.
safe.
They did
Okay,
get
that's
me a
safe.
sheath, and I thought it was so cool. I put it on my belt and went skating with it.
They
I
couldn't
was
have let you do that,
they
or
did,
was it like because you're the birthday boy? Like
no.
they're like, oh, I.
Well, we rented
Or
out the thing, so it's
did no one see it? Like because there's
no one
no way
really.
an adult would let you like
Well,
skate around with the hatchet because that's
we
probably a
rented
bad
out the
idea. It's a bad
thing.
idea. Yeah.
My parents, they were at the at the cafeteria or the dinner table place, and there was only a couple of
What
their
the what
parents. The
the
dinner
what
I don't know. It was like this
the
big.
cafe?
So the rink, and then on the
Okay.
side of it, there's this like big
Okay.
sitting area where you could eat and stuff.
So
And
13-year-old Derek rolling around with a fucking hatchet.
there was like 35 kids, okay, and
Okay.
there was like 5 6 parents that stayed, so they were all just kind of sitting together, and they
Mm-hmm.
did. I opened the gifts. They were like, "Oh, that's cool." They were like, "Let's get back out skating." My parents walked away. I was like, "I'm gonna put this on my belt." What had happened? It was very sharp. It was a very sharp hatchet. So I was skating around the rink, skating around, and I'm not very good. So I slammed into the wall. You know when you want to stop and you just basically run into the
Mm-hmm.
wall?
Yeah, yeah.
The
Well, there's
hatchet
rails. There's rails that you can like grab onto to like stop yourself as
I
well. Or
I
are you the like to get
no.
the like ah? You just put your hands up and just
No,
slam into the wall.
I'm full skating as fast as I can, just running into the wall. That tells you a lot about
What?
me.
Okay, so maybe
And I
maybe
have
they
a
should have
very
just given you
sharp
6 shooters. Like,
I have a very
it would be
sharp
like
hatchet on
Yosemite Sam, like rolling around the roller skating rink. Okay, so you slam into the wall
slam
and
into the wall with my very sharp hatchet, and it goes through. So it's just the top part. It goes through the sheath, and it gets
yeah.
stuck in the wall. I slammed so
So you
hard
hit
that
it
it
hard.
gets. Oh, dude, so
So that
hard.
was a cheap sheath. Like that was like
Oh
nylon or
no
something.
no
Like
no! It
yeah.
was not a good sheath at all, and it
Okay,
was a pretty sharp
because like
hatchet.
a leather sheath would have been like
It wasn't
completely
leather.
cool.
It wasn't leather, and so it gets stuck in the wall, and it's stuck so hard that I tried to just kind of pull it out, and it's not coming out. Like I'm having to pull it fairly hard to do it.
Well, and you're 13, and you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
look
not.
much of a person like
Yeah.
like bulky right now. So like I'm sure
Oh,
you're all
dude, are you
scrawny
freaking?
and like
You see that, brother? What's up, dude? Huh?
okay. Was 13-year-old
I
old that
freaking work
jacked?
out. No.
Yeah. No,
13-year-old was a scrawny little kid. And this isn't even muscle. This is
that's what
fat.
I was.
You know what I mean?
I saw you edited. Your girlfriend's pushing up the other side. She's wearing a green suit.
She's just waiting. I told her like in 33 minutes you're gonna come up and you're gonna push my arm up, okay?
But she's wearing like a full green suit,
Yeah,
so she just
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Make me look like I have guns.
No, no. And 13-year-old me did not have a girlfriend or a green screwed at all. Okay. I was scrawny.
Okay, so the hatchet, you can't get it out.
It's
What the
stuck.
fuck happened?
So I
This sounds
shimmy.
completely made up, by the way. Like
It's not at all.
like
I
well,
swear
I don't
on
know why a fucking kid would be
swear
wrong.
on
Okay,
I swear on everything.
okay, go ahead. Now
So
what?
I shimmy down, get the hatchet out of the sheath and off of my hip. It's
Hmm?
stuck in the wall still. I'm trying to pull it out. I go like this. I pull it out, and I pull it so far behind me, and I accidentally let it go. I swear on everything. The hatchet flies into the middle of the roller rink, and it's on the ground in the middle of the roller rink. They stop the music. They cut the music because they obviously people were working there. They cut
Well,
the
yeah,
music and they
they
say,
saw a sharp bladed
and
item in the middle of a
yeah,
roller skating rink
and
with kids just like you that can't goddamn skate because you're a fucking idiot rolling around with a goddamn hatchet. Did they
exactly.
kick you out? Hopefully.
They actually did. They legitimately kicked us out. So they stopped the music and they're like, "What?" You can kind of hear like a little bit of a commotion. And my parents now are aware because
I'm
they
actually
hear the
angry
music
at
stop,
you because like I'd be
and they
pissed if I
walk
was at
over.
that party.
They walk over and my dad is like, "What the heck is that?" And there's my hatchet in the middle, and I start to skate over to it. He runs out, grabs it, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, it's just on my hip, and it got stuck in the wall, and all of this stuff." And when I pulled it out, it like chipped the wall. They kicked us out. They were like, "We can't have you skating around and throwing a hatchet around." They kicked us out. We had to end the birthday party. It was like 7:30. We were supposed to go till like 10. They had it. They kicked us out. Everyone had to call their parents and have them come back early because I was throwing a hatchet around. Okay. Then, not only that, they made us pay for the full time. They made my dad pay for the full time, which he still reminds me about today. And also, they charged us for property damage because it chipped the wall of the rink and they had to repair it. Dude, dude, it
Oh,
was a
yeah.
crazy birthday party, dude.
Wait, that's your best birthday?
Yeah,
Jesus
that's my
Christ! I don't want
well,
to hear your
it's the
worst.
most
You know
memorable.
what? Hold on, we're gonna need a long couch and 3 hours for your worst birthday.
Oh,
Then,
dude,
holy shit,
you don't
dude.
want to
Okay,
hear it.
all
You
right,
don't want
dude.
to hear the
Well,
words.
like I said, that same year, okay, caught the fucking Great White. Like I said, maybe it was the year after. I don't know. All those years like blend together. I don't remember the exact birthday candles on the cake. Okay, whew, jeez. Oh,
Dude,
you had me going.
it was crazy. Dude. It was
Okay.
crazy.
So in Exeter, like a long time ago, okay, there was a place called Mulligan's, okay, and it was a place that had like go karts, it had a driving range and like batting cages, like cool place. You can get like wings, stuff like that. But back in the day, go karting was like the big thing, okay.
Mhm.
So they
Everyone
had a
loves a
real
good go-kart.
right,
So
okay.
much fun.
So, but my birthday is not to divulge too much personal information to the internet. My birthday is in January.
Mhm.
A little cold, okay. So normally people don't like show up to my birthday parties. Okay.
Okay.
Not that they don't like me, okay, because I was a pleasure back then even, okay? But it's just a cold weather, go-karting.
Yep.
Like they had to get the go-karts out specifically for me. Like they weren't like running like a normal season. Like
Yeah.
so all the
Yeah.
employees like had to show up and all that stuff. So the employees had to show up. No one wants to be there. My mom wanted to make it, she was compensating for a little bit of, like things between me and my dad, stuff like that. Everyone tries to buy my love, okay?
Yep.
So cool. We're go-karting. The invitation said special musical guest and also Billy's ride of his life. No idea what that means. Okay. So
Wait.
I'm thinking
What
like
do
I
you
got
mean?
like a
So
DJ. I'm thinking I
special
got like
musical guest in the ride of your life? Is it just the
mhm.
go-karts?
That's what I thought. Well, they had a slick track, okay, but like it was like gone for like a year or two before that. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like my mom got like the slick track to open back up. Like I'm thinking cool. Like I'm gonna have a DJ and like
Some
slick
slick
track.
track. That'd be pretty
Yeah,
fun.
like the
That's a
dude.
solid birthday.
Like if my mom's trying to buy my love, yeah, absolutely. Okay, DJ slick track. So we're driving around go karts, okay, and I'm the birthday boy, so I get like the double decker, and like I have to make kids like ride with me, shit like that, okay, because it's cold out, no one wants to be out there. It's fucking 20 degrees out, shit like that. We're driving around. We're literally looking like the scene from Dumb and Dumber with the fucking snot flying, like literally that we're in that temperature on go karts, okay?
I
Yeah.
gotta go to
So
the
all
bathroom.
yeah,
Just go, man.
people are like kind of like yeah, it's a little cold out, stuff like that. Um, so that I'm thinking like okay, people aren't having fun. I had anxiety even back then. Okay, and then they announced one more lap and then music. I'm like okay, cool. We're gonna get the DJ going. Go inside, get some pizza, stuff like that. Have some soft drinks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We go inside, okay? We all run inside because it's fucking cold, okay?
Yep.
None other than Corey Feldman at the DJ booth.
Who's Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman, Stand By Me, The Goonies, okay?
Which one
Some
was he in the
real,
Goonies?
he was one of them. I think Sam, okay? Something like that,
I'm
okay?
gonna Google it real quick.
I mean, I didn't watch a lot of movies back then when he was good, okay? Because, like, I was born, you know? Like this is like 93, 94.
Is
Okay.
it
So like the
this
reason
guy?
that, are you going to try your editing?
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I gotta go
Okay.
full screen on it.
The reason I was so excited was that he was the voice of Donatello in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
And
Okay. That just came out. He was Donatello. I didn't care that he was there DJing. He did a bunch of lip syncing to like,
it's
80s
this
music and
guy,
shit. Yeah. No, that, yeah. Yeah.
Corey Feldman, and he was Donatello.
Which one was it? Hold on. Did I look up Corey Haim? It was, no, Corey Feldman. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
hold on.
He's
He was
Stand by Me,
Donatello
Lost
in,
Boys, Goonies. Okay,
yeah. But like,
wow.
I just remember the voice, because he's lip syncing like all these songs, and then like Ninja Turtles were big back then. Like I had all the action figures and everything, so like he'd be like, "Hey, there's a birthday boy, Billy," and I'm like, "Oh, this is fucking cool." Okay, so we like, he's playing music, we eat some pizza because no one really cares about Corey Feldman, to be honest with you, that back then, but I did. Okay, I think my mom like we
Right,
were
right
talking like
here,
not.
1990, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donatello voice. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
That is
at the
crazy.
time, like at the time, my mom, but like when I was older and like we were talking about it, she's like, yeah, she's like, she spent like $1,000 and he showed up and he was there for an hour. Like it just, that's what he was doing in his life. He was Donatello and birthday parties.
Hey,
Um,
$1,000 an hour. That's a pretty good price for him.
right. And I got to say that I had someone. I mean, that was a pretty cool
Famous
birthday.
at your
I mean,
birthday. Yeah,
I wasn't like super fucking rich back then, nor am I now. um, but like,
in your
um,
jail
it,
cell.
well, like I said, I got all my preps. I got my silver and gold, and you can fuck
Mhm.
off. But okay, I'll be out, dude. 28 more days. Okay,
Let's go.
counting down.
Yep.
Yeah, come on, March. So anywho, yeah, isn't it? Or are we in a leap year? God damn it. Am I
No,
going to be out in
it's
February or March?
I have no clue. Let's pull it up here. We
Cause
28
it,
days
cause it,
left in February. There's 28 days in February, so
okay, so I'll be out
yeah, so
March
March
1st. Okay,
1st.
yeah, yeah. Because today on the cell, it was 28 days left. So
Nice.
okay, so anyway, we're eating pizza, pepperoni pizza, and at that time in my life, I was pulling the cheese and the toppings off first, eating the bread, and then eating the cheese. I was in like a weird stage.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know. Maybe that's
seems
why
weird.
only half the people showed up. Even with all the cool stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have the cake. Corey Feld, because we had to do it within an hour. I mean, you can only like rent the place out for 2 hours. My mom's not rich, so like Corey Feldman's like, all right, let's start singing, and everyone sings happy birthday, that sort of stuff. We have cake, okay? 10 minutes go by, little fat kid, have two pieces of cake. Then my mom gets up, she pulls up the mic, she's all awkward and stuff. She's like, Billy, she's like, I know you've been through a lot this past
Steve.
year, and Steve, I know you've been through. I just like that Billy character.
Yeah.
Steve, I know you've been through a lot this past year, but I just want to make sure that you have the best birthday ever. So I have one more ride for you. I'm like, okay, cool. Fucking slick track, okay? I go out to the other area, like where the slick track would be.
Yeah.
There's a goddamn giant tortoise with a saddle on it.
No.
Yes. I was
No.
researching that year on land animals, and I was watching Discovery Channel and History Channel about like this, some of the slowest land animals that you can actually ride. And I was like, I don't know, I'm fucking 9, 10. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool to ride a fucking tortoise. I guess my mom thought I was fucking serious and got me a goddamn tortoise. Now, God, I was a little bit hesitant because now I'm gonna be the kid that rode the tortoise, but I still thought it was really, really fucking cool. Like they had like
No.
zoo people there and everything. Yeah,
No.
like yeah, dude. It only to ride a fucking giant because back then, like you could do anything. I mean, it was like in the '90s. Okay, it wasn't that expensive to like people rent
You
out
got a
horses and
tortoise
camels and
and
shit. It
rode
was
a
a giant
tortoise.
fucking tortoise, and at that time, I wasn't that heavy, and I could ride it. So I rode a giant tortoise around a quarter of the slick track because it took so long because it's the slowest land animal, and
Wait,
it
wait.
just I would.
it
It
wasn't.
took a it was like 5 minutes, and I just felt bad for the thing. So I'm
It
like, okay,
wasn't
guys,
like,
I'm done.
hey, or you can hop on for a quick photo and it'll walk around. They were gonna
No,
let
it
you
was
take
gonna
it
go around
around
the
the
whole
whole
track.
track.
Yeah. Well,
No
they said
way.
they said that it would eventually get tired, and I even at that time I felt bad. So I'm like, before I thought it was tired, I'm like, okay, I'm done. So I didn't ride it around the whole thing because that would have taken out. Dude, it took like 10 minutes to ride from the starting point. They had to like put like lettuce and shit, like a lettuce trail,
No
and
way.
it took 10 minutes, dude. 10 fucking minutes. There were tomatoes and lettuce on the fucking trail,
That's
goddamn thing.
insane.
And then every time it stopped to eat, it like stopped,
I
and
have
it
it.
wasn't that fun. So I then I felt awkward like a fucking
Yeah.
kid riding a tortoise.
I have
So
something
but
similar.
still. Oh, and to top it off, the best part, okay? Because it was an outside birthday party because they don't want like the doors open and closed and stuff like that. My mom got one of the handicap porta potties. And if you've ever had a port, because they said you have to have a porta potty for outside for all the little kids, we don't want them coming in and out of the fucking game room. If you've ever been in a handicap porta potty, that is the Taj Mahal of porta potties compared to a normal one. So, out of the whole birthday party, that has solidified my love for the handicap porta potties, and bravo, mom, because
That
you've
does sound
showed
like
me
a
a
pretty
life
insane
of.
birthday party.
It's not insane. It was the best
No,
birthday,
like
but like
insane, like that's good, like insanely good.
like I
I
said,
have
I
I
was a
have a
little
similar
awkward with the
story about my
tortoise and stuff.
mom.
I was a little bit like, the tortoise was a little weird, but I mean, I just, I
So
didn't want to make my mom feel bad because she went through a lot of trouble. So
I have a similar story. One year I got bongos for Christmas.
okay,
And the reason why, do you remember it was like probably 6, 7 years ago when
so I had a
there
12-year-old.
there was a there was a commercial going around. It was like an insurance commercial where they put an insurance guy in the woods and he opens up his briefcase and he has a little set of bongos and he starts playing them. I jokingly said, "Oh, that looks funny. I want a set of bongos." And my mom bought me bongos for Christmas and I used
You
them
know
like
what?
twice.
Mothers hear stuff and
Yeah,
they think, but because like me as an adult, okay, if like someone I'm talking to says something once, and I'm like, oh, you know what, maybe that would be really good for them. And adult to adult, you know that good enough to be like, oh yeah, you know what, Derek did mention that he doesn't have this, and I got him that. When a kid says something like, hey, I want to ride a tortoise, that'd be cool, it doesn't mean you should go to the
yeah,
fucking local preserve and say, how much can my kid ride a fucking tortoise for? Like,
that's
that.
true.
That was I felt so creepy about that, to be honest with you. It was cool, but I only did
You'll
that
have
for my mom. And,
you
and
have to
mom,
get
if
some
you're
pictures if
watching,
you
I
have
love
any,
the
and we can put
tortoise.
them on the podcast of you as a little
So
kid on a tortoise.
so we had pictures. There were Polaroids back then, okay, but we've actually been through a lot of house fires
Okay,
growing up. I did actually lose one of my friends in the first house fire. His place was, I don't want to go too dark into it, but his place was next to me. That's where we lost a lot of this stuff, like smoke damage and everything. But fires seem to follow our family,
this took a
from another
fun
topic.
turn. Yeah, that took a fun turn. Yeah, that's pretty insane. We've almost done an hour, Billy. So I mean, I just want to take the time to thank everyone
Let's
for
thank our
listening.
sponsors.
Yeah, we do have a sponsor today. Billy, can you tell me what the sponsor is?
Yeah. Yeah. Today's sponsor is Diet Cheer Wine. Diet Cheer Wine is a culmination of cola and cherry into the perfect formulation that is not a cherry cola, nor it is a cola cherry. It is the mixture of both. And if you go to cheerwine.com /TTOH10, you can get 10% off your shipping because it's expensive as shit to ship it because it's liquid, but it's delicious.
So do that. Also, there is an email down in the description. I say this every single episode. Please send us an email with fan questions. We did not have one for this episode, so we just kind of went off the rails on our own.
It was a
Um,
snow day.
it was a snow day episode, so it wasn't necessarily planned. But please send us an email. Please like, please subscribe. Send this to friends or family members, anyone who you think might enjoy it. we've actually had a decent amount of exposure. We have 15 subscribers and over 100
Oh,
views.
we do need to talk 1 minute hat conversation because we have to talk about hats. People come to see us for hats. 1 minute.
The whole episode we've been talking about hats. So
Well, I understand, but one final hat question. And then we can leave it up to the questionnaires what their answer would be.
who has a better hat on right now, me or Billy?
No.
That is the question.
No.
Thank you
The
for
question
tuning
of the
in
day
to
is the question of the
Talking to Our
day
Hats
is
podcast.
stop it.
Please
The
like and
question of our day
subscribe.
is the most famous movie hat.
Most famous movie hat. Leave it down in the comments. If you get it right, we'll shout you out. Thank you for listening. My name's been Derek. His name's been Steve. Tune in next week.
Until I kill again.
Yeah, tune in next week.
Until I beat up again. Sorry, beat up again.
Yeah, tune in next episode to see what our new names are. Thank you and bye.